What is up, guys? TheGreatWall back at it again with another video. Today we are here with another career savior video. We are with the Red Sox today. This might be a bit of a stretch. I will preface it with that. We are going to be saving Brayan Bello's career. In this game, he's 77 overall. He has 87 potential, so he still has that potential to be a good pitcher. But at one point, everyone thought he was going to be a certified ace, the certified one guy. So it might be a little bit of a stretch, but in MLB The Show, I don't even remember which year, he had a 95 overall Future Stars card. So it's only a +8 potential, but he was also my favorite card at the time. I think it was MLB The Show 21. That's when all the good ones were. So yeah, he was my favorite card, my favorite pitcher to use at the time. Yeah, random number generator. We get 8 spins. So okay, so this is the right wheel. Alright, so let's get our first spin underway. Give me something good. Trade spotlight player. We're gonna skip that. That's gonna be our one skip. We're gonna use it early. +50 attributes, that'll play. Alright. So, I'm going to go give him +50, and then we will hop in. Alright, so he's up to a 90 off rip. That's why, like, for the pitchers, the plus attributes is the best thing to get for them. So, he has, obviously, 10 plus 25 is 35, plus 10 is 45, plus 5 is 50. So, let's get through this first half of the season, see if we can get him an all-star. I also didn't realize that he is locked down on a 6-year deal, so he is going to be here for a while, which is good to see. Alright, we are at the All-Star break. I doubt Bello's a All-Star, but let's see. He's not the starter, and he is not here. Let's see how he is doing, though. Up to a 92 already. He's 5-7, 3.94 ERA. Not great. I mean, 1.8 WAR is already his second best season, so not the worst thing in the world. Just need him to be a lot better this second half. Yeah, let's finish out the year and see how he does. Alright, they finished 98 and 64. Make the playoffs. Did they win the division? They did not. So, Toronto won the division. With 101. Wow, we were in third. That's an insane AL East. Roman Anthony led the league in WAR. Definitely won rookie. He didn't win Rookie of the Year after leading the league in WAR. Guessing Nick won it. Nick won MVP. 298, 42 home runs. 308, 22 home runs. He didn't hit enough home runs. Garrett Crochet had a great year, but where is Brayan Bello? Connolly Early did a good job. Brayan Bello, 3 WAR, 10 and 11, 3.76 ERA, 154 strikeouts. Yeah, not a bad year. We did have our first Hall of Famer, so we know it's possible, but it's going to be very hard to get him there. I hope we can, but yeah, let's just get to the playoffs. He didn't do much in the first season. He did well. We're moving on. We smoked the Yankees. Sweep the Jays. And then lose to the Mariners in 5. Brayan Bello was 2-1 with a 2.79 ERA in the playoffs, which is very nice. So, let's get through the offseason and get him another spin. Alright, we're back with another year. They signed Bo Bichette in the offseason, which is nuts. We do get another spin. Hopefully it's something good. Because we have 8 spins. We're not going to skip. Well, obviously we used our skip. Plus 100 attributes. He's going to be the GOAT. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. He's going to be the GOAT early on. I'm going to give him plus 100 and then we will go from there. Alright, so as you can see, those are the numbers. That is plus 100. The only problem is he only has 95 potential. So unless his potential like catches up, we might be in trouble. But let's see how he does in this first year. Alright, we're at the All-Star break. Please tell me Brayan Bello is here. He's 10-1. What a start. What a start. Who was his one loss to? To LA. Alright. But he's still at a 99. He's going down a little bit, but not much, which is good. 10-1, 3.09 ERA, 145 strikeouts already. What a great start. 2.9 WAR. If he can hold on to this for a good 5, 6, maybe 10 years, he might be a Hall of Famer. But yeah, let's finish out the year and see how they do. Alright, season's over. We won 90 games. And we are in the 4 seed. Brayan Bello led the league in strikeouts. He was number 5 for award. Did he win the Cy Young? He won the Cy Young! No way. No way. Cy Young winner goes to Mr. Brayan Bello. He beats out Tariq Skubal. I mean, had one more win, one more loss. .02 ERA less. What a phenomenal year for the guy. What a phenomenal year for the guy. Beautiful to see. All right, let's see how they do in the playoffs. They sweep, the Royals. And then they lose to the Yankees. He was 1-2 in the playoffs, which you don't like. He lost both these games. All right, let's get through the offseason. Let's get another spin in here. All right, year 3 is here. He's already a 99. There's really not too much that can help him. I mean, obviously everything will help him. Max and attribute would be perfect. Plus 25 attributes. All right, so we've already blown through all the big attribute ones. I'm going to go give him a plus 25, and then we'll hop into the year. All right, 2 plus 4 is 6. Plus 3 is 9. Plus 4 is 13. Plus 7 is 20. Plus 5 is 25. So, yeah, basically just re-upped him for another potential Cy Young season. So let's get to the All-Star break and see how he does. All right, we are at the All-Star break. Crochet's a starter, and Bello is right behind him. He's 10-0. They have the same ERA, same exact amount of innings pitched, sorry. All right, so it looks like hopefully this team is very good. Yeah, Bello is, his stats are going to continuously drop until he hits that 95. I just hope it takes him a while. So, let's finish out the year, see if he can steal another Cy Young. He's at a 4.2 WAR already. Where's Crochet at? 3.8. So, let's see how they finish off the year. Like I said, it's possible to make the Hall of Fame. It's just not going to be easy. So, let's get through the year. All right, the Red Sox won 102 games, won the division. They are the 1 seed. No award winners, but Brayan Bello, in the year he probably should have won it, does not win the Cy Young. I mean, only 14-7, 2.57 ERA, but 6.1 WAR will definitely play. 234 Ks, great year. Who stole the Cy Young from him, though? That's my question. Logan Gilbert, 19-7, 2.55, 186. Very good year for him. Trey. All right, good job from him. We needed this MVP, or this Cy Young. He just needed to win 3 more of the games he lost, and we probably would have won it. But that being said, can we win a World Series? Add a little trophy to the cabinet besides the Cy Young and All-Stars. There we go. We're in the World Series versus the Phillies. We go up 2-0, and we lose the next 3, and then win the last 2. 5-1, 3.59 ERA. Did a job. He got the win in that Game 7 too. Phenomenal job. So, let's get through the offseason and get him another spin. He's got 5 left. Yeah. All right, we're back with year number 4, coming off a World Series win. The best thing for us now is max an attribute. Still an attribute does nothing. Change team. Random. All right. We haven't gotten this one in a while. It is unfortunate. But let's see what a change of scenery is going to do for him. So, you know the drill. I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to hit the right trigger button until, as you guys can see, until we find a new team. If we land on the Red Sox, we stay. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He is joining the Cubs. Carson Kelly. This is probably the best option. He's going to join an already stacked rotation. A good hitting team as well. So this was the best scenario for him. Unfortunately, they don't have a good right fielder. Marcelo Meyer is here for whatever reason. I guess they traded him in the game. All right. Yeah, okay. So, change team. I don't get to send anyone with him. Obviously, that would help this team so much. No, we're not going to do it. Part of me wants to make this a super team, but yeah, they're getting guaranteed 3 more years of Brayan Bello, so hopefully they can do something with him. All right, we're at the All-Star break. This is going to be the last one we stop for. Brayan Bello is going to be an All-Star. He's 9-6, 286. He's going down a little bit, but he's still doing very well. He's got a 2.9 WAR at the All-Star break. Yeah, we just need him to have a strong second half. Maybe win himself a Cy Young. I doubt it, but Justin Steele's also here. So I'm going to sim the rest of the year, and then we will see how they do. All right. The Red Sox and the Cubs finished with the same record. We don't particularly care about our team. We just want to see how Mr. Bello did. He's still a 99, which is good. 16 and 11, 3.24 ERA, 209 strikeouts. It's a good year. It's just not elite like we need him to be. That's all right though. Let's see how they do in the playoffs. It would be funny if our two teams could meet up in the World Series. Okay, so they beat Atlanta. They're taking on the Phillies and they lose. All right. I'll see you guys at the beginning of next year for our 5th spin. Alright, we're back with another year. This is year number 5, I think. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's our 5th spin. Hopefully we can get something that's going to help them. I mean, honestly, the 2 big ones that I'm looking for, honestly, there's like 3 or 4 that will do a job. Add a goat is one of them. Alright, perfect. I'm not adding a 2-way goat because I don't want someone to steal his Cy Youngs, but I will add a goat to this Cubs team. Alright, so this is a GOAT we're adding. His name's John Montgomery. He's going to play left field for the Cubs because they don't have a good left fielder. So, yeah, pretty simple. Alright, the Cubs won 115 games. I'm going to assume someone won Cy Young for them. John Montgomery was... Wow. 51 home runs as a rookie is nuts. Scoobs just passes Bello for the Cy Young. Bello still is very good, which we like to see. 18 and 6, 223 strikeouts, 3.2 ERA, 5.4 WAR. He needs to kind of replicate like this season right here, maybe 5 times, and I think he might be Hall of Famer, or even this season. Just needs to try to get near that 3,000 strikeout area with about 250 wins. So. And like a 60 to 70 WAR. So, like I said, he's got a good chance. He just needs to start winning some Cy Youngs and making the All-Star team. He didn't make it in this year. So, yeah, let's see how they do in the playoffs. 115 wins should guarantee you the World Series, but they'll probably get knocked out in the first round. Never mind, they're still going. Okay, all right. Wow, and they lose in 7. How did Mr. Bello do? 4-0, 2.48 ERA. Scoobs did very well as well. He got the loss in that game, though. Got the loss in that one. All right. Let's get through the offseason. I think he has 3 spins left, so yeah, we're in a good spot. All right, this is year number 6, I believe, right? I do this all the time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the 6th spin of the wheel. Show me something that I want to see. We still have 1 forced trade on here. We have... Alright, mouse, don't work. We have 1 forced trade, which would be awesome. Steal an attribute would be okay. Add generational talent would be solid, or max an attribute. So we're kind of looking for this one, or this one. So, or this one. So we have 3 spins left. There's 4 good options. I would like at least 1 or 2 of them. We're going to get the 1 forced trade. That is exactly what I wanted to see. So, that being said, I'm going to go find a forced trade to give them. Alright, we're going to trade Roman Anthony as well as Mario Cuevas and Luis Batista over to the Cubs. Now we just need to bank on the Cubs re-signing Bello for a long-term deal because this is his last guaranteed year here. So, we're going to send him these 3 guys. Hopefully he stays, because if not, then all this is for nothing. Alright, season's over. I was not simming with the Cubs. How did they do? They won 121 games. Hold on. 121. Wow. That is nuts. That is absolutely nuts. Oh my gosh. Who won the... I mean, someone had to win the Cy Young for them. Let's see. So, Bello was, he did his thing. 17.5, 2.94 ERA. Cy Young and an All-Star. That is what I like to see. John Montgomery's the GOAT. He actually had a pretty not good season. How did the other guys we traded to them do? Luis Bautista, 259, up to an 84, not bad. I turned the one into a second baseman because he couldn't field, and now he starts, so that's good. And then I moved PCA to right field. He had a good season, but Roman Anthony did what Roman Anthony does. Had a great year. Yeah, wow. 121 games is nuts. I mean, they built a great team. Obviously, they had a little help from me, but still. Um, Benjamin Brown, welcome to being a starting pitcher because I forgot that you can be a starter. So now this team is absolutely lethal. We didn't even have him starting. So let's get to the playoffs. There's really nothing else to say. This team is nuts. They should sweep the playoffs, honestly. They almost lost in the first round. And they almost lost in the second round. And then they lost in the World Series. Alright, he has 2 spins left. Let's see if he signs somewhere else. Alright, this is year 7. We still have a few spins left that will help him. I need that max and attribute. Like I said, max and attribute and added generational talent would go absolutely insane for us. Which one? What are we going to get, though? Plus 10. Alright, that's respectable. I'll take that. Alright, I'm going to give him a plus 10, and then we will sim out the season. Alright, as you can see, 8 plus 1 plus 1. Yeah. Alright, the Cubs won 106 games. Not as obviously not as good as last year, but 106 games is still insane. Bello is down to a 96. He's starting to regress. 19 and 11, 3.22 ERA, 228 strikeouts, 3.6 WAR. No Cy Young or All Star. Screwball is also falling off a little bit. 4 times he won the Cy Young this year. You know what? Good for him. He's doing a job too. I mean, he's one of the only pitchers that I see be a Hall of Famer in this game. So let's go ahead, sim the postseason, see how they do. They get eliminated. Let's just get his last spin out of the way. Yeah. All right. I did forget to mention that he signed a long-term extension. This is his last year. I saw Screwball went to the Phillies, which sucks, but let's go ahead, spin this bad boy. This is his last spin. See if we can get something good. Add a generational talent. All right. So I'm gonna go pick a generational talent to add, and then we will sim out the rest of his career. All right, we're gonna trade Kevin Hernandez to their team for basically just a bunch of players that we are taking money from. So yeah, but he is 99 overall, or 95 overall, 99 potential. He was a generational talent at one point. Obviously, that was 4 years ago, but still. So yeah. All right, the Cubs did win the World Series. See how Brayan Bello did. Yeah, he's already falling down to an 89. I don't think he's got much time left. I don't think he's Hall of Fame bound. Did he win? No, he don't win the Cy Young. But 16 and 5, 3.14 ERA, 171 strikeouts. I think he's just gonna fall a little bit short. But you know what? He's had a good career so far. Let's see how he can finish off. The Cubs also won another World Series. Cam Schlittler got the win in that game 7. I don't even know if Bello pitched at all. I don't think he did. So this might be kind of the end of his career. I'll see you guys when he retires. Alright, so Brayan Bello has officially retired. He hasn't pitched in 2 years. I just wanted to see if the team would give him another shot, but they did not. I brought him back to the Red Sox to make it easier for me. So, yeah. He had a solid career. 418 games pitched, 386 of which were starts. 181 and 101, 3 saves, no blown saves, 4 holds. 2,508 innings, 2,232 hits given up, 975 runs, 936 were earned. Just under 300 home runs, 707 walks, 2,405 strikeouts, 3.36 ERA, 1.17 WHIP, 642 win percentage, 238 quality starts, which is good, 14 complete games, 12 shutouts, and a career WAR of 48.1. Let's see where that stacks him up all time on our trusty old leaderboard here. Let's see, you guys can see it. So for the pitchers, he had a 48.1, which makes him tied with Dwight Gooden, which honestly I think that's pretty good to me, in my opinion. And then same thing on just the all-time total list. He ties with these 3 guys. Where's Dwight Gooden? Is Dwight Gooden better because he was a good hitter? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, but all around, not a bad career. Um, could have been a lot better, but like he had that quick fall off. Once he hit around 10 years pro, if he could have stayed good for maybe like 3 or 4 more seasons, might have been a potential Hall of Famer. Is that crazy to say? Yeah, probably. But I think it could have definitely been possible. Let's see where he finishes on our all-time list for our list. So 48.1 WAR puts him right behind Asa Lacy in the 4th spot. Overtakes Brandon McKay, Bobby Miller, and Jack Leiter. Is he a Hall of Famer? I doubt it. He is not. That being said, very solid career. Could have been better. Could have been a lot worse. I think he got that potential. So, yeah, thank you guys as always for watching. Stay tuned for the next one, and peace.